Today I thought we'd take a quick look at the 1/18 scale 1989 Batmobile by Hot Wheels. Now I've had this in my collection for quite some time and I have been considering doing a video on it for quite some time as well, but I didn't really think there was much to talk about when it came to this vehicle. It's just a really nice, well detailed vehicle, but it doesn't really do much. Well, it turns out I was wrong. Now, when I first started collecting, I told myself I weren't going to collect any vehicles, but I was going to make one exception for myself, and that exception was going to be the 1989 Batmobile. Just like Keaton was my favourite Batman, the 1989-1992 Batmobile is my favourite Batmobile. They go hand in hand. Even as a kid, my favourite toy was the 1989 Toy Biz Batmobile. I used to play with it all the time, and I mean all the time, and I've still got it to this very day, displayed right up there. And yeah, there's just something very special about it. And like I said, it's just iconic, and Hot Wheels have done a really good job with the detail on this vehicle. The detail on it is outstanding, actually. It's got a few small hidden details, some which are obvious and some which aren't that obvious, and I would never have known if it weren't for a fellow YouTuber that I discovered recently. The YouTuber is called Matt Aldred, and his YouTube channel is called Matt Aldred The Retro Room, and I highly suggest you have a look at it.
Hello, I'm Matt, and welcome to The Retro Room.
He recently did a video on this very same Batmobile, at least I think it is. The box is slightly different, but from what I can tell, it's the same Batmobile. And he pointed out a few features on this Batmobile that I wasn't aware of, and I was totally shocked and a little bit embarrassed, if I'm being honest. But in my defence, the box that came with this had no instructions, and it doesn't tell you anything anywhere on the box about the hidden features on this car. Or at least I don't think it does. No. So let's bring that camera a little bit closer and I'll show you the cool little details which are included on this Hot Wheels Batmobile. So as you can see, the detail on this is absolutely amazing. It looks like it's been pulled straight out of the film. Whether that be in the 1989 movie or the 1992 movie, it looks exactly as it should. All the details in the right places as far as I can tell. The wheels are detailed beautifully. You'll have to excuse the little bits of dust on it. This thing I've had displayed on top of my bookshelf. I don't keep them in the boxes, I like to take them out. And it did gather a little bit of dust, and I have tried to wipe it off, but it just seems to be impossible to get every single groove, crack and crevice on this thing. But as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful, and I think I've done an alright job. Okay, so like I said, there's a few features on this that I didn't know about, and I have had it for a few years now, so I'm slightly embarrassed about that. But there are a few features on it which are blatantly obvious as soon as you open it up. You can tell straight away that the canopy opens because of this groove here. So as you see, the canopy does slide forward, and the cockpit is really well detailed, just like the outside of the car. You've got all the buttons and everything in there, the gear stick, the wheel, the seats are really well detailed. It's got another little gadget there on that side. Okay, so I knew about the canopy from day one. Okay, that's obvious, it's blatantly obvious to see. What I didn't know about, what Matt pointed out in his video, is that these things here actually turn to reveal the machine guns that he uses in the film to shoot the door out on Ace Chemicals. And I think this is a really cool little feature that I just didn't know about, and if it weren't for Matt's video I would never have known about it, so I thank you for that, I really do. I think this is such a cool feature and I like it. I think I actually like displaying it out. Another thing that this Batmobile does is this front bit here, this turbine. I believe the Batmobile was actually modelled on an aircraft, and I think they used pieces of aircraft on this Batmobile to design it. And this bit here, this turbine feature, whatever you may call it, comes out like that. Now why it comes out like this, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember seeing it in the movies. I think maybe it might have been out in Batman Returns after the scene where the Penguin has compromised the vehicle and Batman has to repair it in the Batcave. I think maybe it's sticking out in that scene. But that is a really cool feature that they added in there, which once again I just didn't know about. And as embarrassed as I am, I'm so glad that I know about it now. So yeah, there you have it, a few cool extra details that I didn't know about, and maybe you didn't as well, but I'm sure you actually did. I think I'm the only one with egg on my face here. So here's the Hot Wheels Batmobile next to the Toy Biz Batmobile that I absolutely loved when I was a kid, and I still do now. I got so many hours of entertainment out of this thing, it was unreal. And here we have it next to the Eagle Moss Batmobile, the ones that you got off the magazine collection. This one is very nice, it's really well detailed. Obviously not as well detailed as this, and there are no like hidden features on this one, but it is really nice, and I recommend you picking this up if you can find one on eBay, because they are quite a nice little set. And if you have a few of the other Batmobiles, I have some of the movie collection, it's nice to have it next to those as well, especially in the same scale. So yeah, this was just a really quick video to show off some of the details on this Batmobile that I wasn't aware of, but I'm sure you guys were. Let me know in the comments if you knew about it or if you didn't.